7, Jaylen Brown.
Game absence, but Jarrett, this game starts, they want Tatum to go open.
The intro, it makes it feel like you're about to go to war. Something classic, something intense, and I think you feel that in the building today.
Oh, beautiful pain. Cavs 17-5 in their last 22 games. Only the Spurs have a better record over that stretch. They're currently 4th in the East. Boston, of course, 2nd in the East. And a lot of basketball to be played to get that final playoff positioning. Merrill picks up Brown. Brown trying to draw some charge. Can't get it to go. Mitchell rebound and runs. Mitchell had a groin injury. And Tatum picks up the... Harden has made a huge different legs, but so has a couple of...
With their ability to pressure the ball and pick up 94 feet. Kenny Atkinson now has a lot of different buttons to push that he did not have a year ago.
Tatum guarded by Harden. Not a bad thing for a coach to get those two guys mid-season. All of a sudden join your team. Tatum fires away. First shot short. Ball tip taken by Jaylen Brown. Derek White, the fake. Throws it up. Queta, one-handed. Can't quite get it to go. Dean Wade, the rebound.
And one of the things that Joe Mazzulla talked about in our meeting was the double crashes, the crashes from the baseline, from the corners for offensive rebounds. Jaylen Brown.
Meanwhile, in many ways, Mobley might be the key to their entire playoff success.
Well, there's no doubt he affects the game every night defensively, but when he plays as aggressively as he has been offensively and off to a great start.
Donovan Mitchell picks up his first foul. Celtics, one of the best road teams in the league, 21-11 on the road. Hauser lets it fly. Hauser knocks it down.
You have to get your defensive coverage when Hauser's in pick and roll on point because of his ability to slip out.
Wade gathers. Layup is good. Dean Wade, another one. And both these teams have a lot of these type of guys on their roster, really important role players that are vital to the success. Wade, one of those. He was questionable with an ankle injury, but out there starting.
We focus a lot on stars, but role players to me are the key to championships. You look at OKC and what they have. Boston in their past, their bench. If you are going to have a championship team, it's not just your stars. It's the 6, 7, 8, 9 guys that fill out the roster.
He was a role player on a championship team. You think that's why he feels that
100%.
No doubt about it. And I'm glad you gave her.
And Merrill, what the spacing that these guys bring for both their clubs is so important for the superstars to go to work.
Hauser comes up short. Mobley, I don't know if he got a piece of it. He certainly altered the shot. Mobley, last year's Defensive Player of the Year, looking to post up. Hauser down the other end. Mobley backs it very aggressive here to start. A little jump hook is good.
And now he's saying the slip action. 5% of his field goal attempts are threes. You've got to get to him.
The little subtleties as Tatum's gets that one to fall. Both these teams, obviously, such talent, but they're two of the smarter teams in the league.
Yeah, that play from Sam Hauser, the minute I saw it, I was like, oh, that can cause so much confusion as a defender, but those are the things that he has learned to help him get off his shot.
Mobley goes at Queta, trying to find some room. Had some room, but couldn't finish. Queta with a rebound. Neemias Queta has been one of the truly fun stories in the NBA. The starting center now for the Boston Celtics. His 59th start. Nice feed inside, blocked by Mobley. Queta gets it back, falls down. Tatum comes up with it. Hauser. Shot clock at 5 for the Celtics. Tatum fakes, step back, leans in, well defended. Queta now launches one up. That won't go. Queta's only taken, that's his 7th three-pointer of the season. He's 0 for 7. Merrill misses that. Cavs haven't played since Tuesday. So rare at this point in the season to have that many days without a day off. So they got a little extra bounce to start. Hauser nails his three-pointer.
That's tough because Brown on the post-up, because they threw the lob, he was able to get baseline, and you saw the weak side turn their heads to watch the action, and Hauser just found that open pocket.
Harden up top, Mobley. Nice fake, gets Queta up in the air, and left-handed. Boy, Mobley, what a start. 9 points, couple of block shots, and a 5-point Cavalier lead. Tatum searching for some room, knocks down another three. A couple of three-pointers for Jason Tatum.
I'm starting to get a little nervous about it's not going to take him very long, it looks like, to get into his regular season form.
Mobley misses. Tatum with a rebound. One of the things you talk about is scoring. Tatum has been their best rebounder the last several years. And assist man. Break down defensively. White throws it 6 feet underneath him again.
Well, this means something. We were at the game at the Garden when he hurt himself, and you heard, or you could just feel the
demeanor on the sideline. So we asked him, you know, did you get emotional? He said, I gave the guy a hug.
It was like, well, did you get emotional? He's like, I gave him a hug. And for Joe, that was a lot.
Those two have a special relationship. Merrill's jump shot won't go. And Tatum, again, his rebounding is underrated. He's a great rebounding forward. Finds some room, gets inside, adjusts, and lays it up and in. And the Celtics up by 2. Harden, Tyson, the floater. That's good. Jalen Tyson.
And Tyson's coming off a great game more recently. And he's one of those guys that if they're going to make a true run, they've got to have that consistency from him. And it doesn't have to be scoring. It's got to be defense. It's got to be rebounding. You see here having to defend Tatum.
Tatum gets inside and banks it home. He's been much more aggressive to start looking for a shot here in game 2.
In a lot of ways, you're getting those first 27 minutes under your belt when you're coming back. I'm sure there was a lot of nervousness for Jason Tatum on that first night. He looks different in this one. He's much more comfortable right now playing with the contact offensively, and you're seeing the versatility in his game.
Peyton Pritchard now coming off the bench and excelling in the role that he won NBA Six-Man Award last year. Tatum leans in, draws contact, got weighed up in the air, and he'll shoot his first free throws. He did not, puts everything he has into the rehab, and when he returned,
champions and what they were trying to.
He's done this year with these Boston Celtics in what was supposed to be a kind of transition year. It's one of the great coaching jobs we've seen in a while.
Yeah, he's going to be up for Coach of the Year. You have J.B. Bickerstaff in Detroit is going to be another elite candidate.
Mass substitutions as Harden gets the bucket there. Schroeder is committed to the game.
By the way, raw strength on the part of Harden. He misses the shot. Look at that rebound. He just holds him off with one arm and pins the defender, grabs the rebound with his other hand, and lays it in. It's one of the things that separates him at the point guard position.
Shireman also in for the Celtics. Pritchard showing his ball handling. Shot clock winding down. Shireman flips up a lefty. Oh, what a shot from Shireman, who's now back out of the starting lineup with Jason Tatum back in the lineup. Harden drills the three-pointer. Oh, back-to-back buckets for James Harden. Tyson playing physical on Tatum as Brown turns, shoots. That one in and out. Thomas Bryant, who's going to get some minutes tonight. A little extra today with Jared Allen out. Harden again, no hesitation. Brown the rebound. Again, one of the keys for both of these teams, they have deep benches now. There's Ellis on Tatum. Tatum off the mark that time. Tyson hands off Schroeder. Schroeder, the veteran. Schroeder and Ellis, a terrific pickup along with Harden, all at the trading deadline. Harden against Tatum. Finds some room and draws the foul.
It's good to see. I mean, he makes our offense, that much better. It takes us to a different.
George, meanwhile, speaking of defense, Mobley already with 3 blocks after that latest one. 5 to shoot for the Celtics. Pritchard step back, can't get it. Mobley the rebound. Here's Ellis. Schroeder tries from long distance, comes up way short.
Now, if you're Cleveland, you're down 9 at home. No Jason Tatum, no Jaylen Brown. You got Donovan Mitchell on the floor. You've got to make up some ground here.
Hauser side of the backboard. Ellis. Hauser's been one of the best three-point shooters last several years. A little below his normal percentage, just under 40%. Schroeder to Mobley. Mobley, the fake. Pritchard comes to help out. Good double team. 4 to shoot. Schroeder can't get it to fall. Ball batted away. Gonzalez runs it down.
That was a clinic defensively. All the help they gave on Mobley on the initial pocket pass. They made sure he was not going to get a clean look in the paint. Forced the kick out. Closeouts all over. Finish with a contested defensive rebound. Perfect defense. Execution by the part of the Celtics.
Derek White lets it fly. Fight for a rebound. Mitchell comes away with it. Ellis up top. Mitchell. Good clean look from straight on. Pritchard the rebound. That's just 2 of 10 from three-point range. Moving screen call on Garza. Garza says no way. It's a 4. Tatum was a certainty to come back as Wade lines up a 3, barely grazes the rim. Ellis knocks it off. Mitchell gets free. Ellis inside. Schroeder. Ellis launches a 3. That one doesn't go down.
They've had some unnecessary three-point shots, and they haven't looked great. Even from their three-point shooters, they've got to get cleaner looks. And Derek White just gets a unobstructed layup just straight on. They've got to do a much better job of going inside out. And Donovan Mitchell, this is that moment where he's got to be aggressive or going back to Mobley.
Mobley trying to banker. Couldn't go. White the rebound and the push. White throws it up. Garza has it poked away. Ellis and Mitchell all over him, and a loose.
A defensive 5-set defenders having a hard time getting into the rhythm they found early.
Yeah, Lex, Boston #1 in the NBA in fewest turnovers per game, just over 12. Mitchell, nice feet inside. Mobley with the flush.
And that's what...
White, Schroeder trying to fight through. Mobley, though, on the switch. Garza trying to post up. Now Wade switches on him. Rush the shot, and a shove by Wade.
Best players on the other team off the floor and not make a run.
Not used to playing without either one of them, obviously. Harden, Wade. Harden gets in the paint, floats it up, shot rolls around, won't go. Mobley's tip, first one won't go, second one misses. White, another rebound. Celtics trying to push. Celtics have the slowest pace in the NBA as Hauser turns it over. Oh, nice feed. Porter inside, poked out of his hands. Bryant hands it to Harden. Shireman guarding Harden. Porter swings it. Wade shoots it.
Some of them, I feel like they could have gotten better shots.
Bryant misses. They've now missed their last 8 from long range. Crowd a little quiet. Celtics up 11. Shireman, quick catch and release. Nails that three-pointer. That's three-pointer number 7 for Boston.
Wheel action right there. But you continue to circle around the opposite side of the floor. And Shireman has played so well. Joe Mazzulla said they've got to continue to find ways to get him minutes, even with Tatum coming back.
They're getting outscored from the three-point line by 15 points, and they're down 14.
Crowd a little anxious. Thought I heard a little smattering of boos after the latest missed 3. Pritchard
to affect that shot.
Harden. Pritchard right behind him. Harden can't hit. White the rebound. Poke that I'm doing today. They're playing videos every time out. With people talking about their memories of young Nick. Shot clock at 5. Tatum, a contested 3. Can't get that to fall. Rebound 4-4. Pritchard trying to save it. He does, but right to Merrill. Porter. Pass inside, deflected. More excellent Celtic defense. Cavs are shooting 29% from the field. They've missed 16 of their last 17 shots. Tatum, three-pointer won't go. White can go in the backcourt to get it on the tip. As we hit the midway point of the second. Ice cold shooting from the Cleveland Cavs. Good hands from Harden and Bryant.
Defeat the Knicks, but Boston has really owned this conference for almost a decade. So what are they going to do? How are they going to impact this after this slow start at home?
Cavs need some kind of offensive spark. Tyson lines it up. Another missed three. Another rebound from White. Throws it ahead. Shireman running the floor. Goes up. And an easy two for Shireman. And a lead is up to 16. Cavs have 28 points with 5.5 remaining here in the second.
No balance defensively for the Cavs. They had a corner three with 4 other jerseys in the paint when that shot went up. So
1 and 2 typically have to sprint back.
typically, RJ, yeah, that should be Sam Merrill. He's on the weak side of the floor. He's the other guard on the floor. He crashed into the middle of the lane, just took a gamble at the long rebound. You just can't do it. Got to rotate back.
Jaylen Brown short. Bryant, who just picked up the foul at the other end, grabs the rebound. Harden trying to get something going. Porter off the bounce. Feeds Bryant. Gathers. Layup. That won't go. Nothing going down right now for Cleveland. Crowd can't believe it. And hearing a little smattering of boos. Shireman. Corner three. Merrill the rebound. 1 for their last 19 from the field. Certainly a lot has to do with some superb Celtic defense. Harden draws a foul. And our ESPN NBA Wednesday doubleheader. 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Able to knock down a second. A little bit of a sarcastic cheer. Harden's an 86% free throw shooter for his career.
Crowd's been waiting for that 8 to turn it to a 9 for a while on the scoreboard.
And White draws the foul. Merrill.
He impacts winning on such a ridiculous level. So when you
The reads he makes, the anticipation for me, that's more special. He typically does, but it doesn't matter. Every night you watch Derek White play, he's got an impact on both ends constantly.
Battling for that rebound. Harden pokes away from Merrill. Tyson, three-pointer. The crowd, they're ready to explode to see a shot go in the basket.
Well, they don't all have to be threes. They're 2 for 18 from 3. You can't drive in. You can't get to the free throw line. You can't get some rhythm going.
Nice pass. Have just those amount of points. Playoff series back in the 90s where if teams scored 90 points, it'd be unusual.
Yeah, the old Nets San Antonio's finals where it was 86 to 85. Those were
Nick, know something about
yeah,
those?
we don't miss those.
Mitchell floats it up and gets it to go. And there's the sarcastic cheer. Although a relief cheer as well. Brown gets inside. Mitchell knocks it out of
For everything that they are doing, but you start to see weird things in game starts like this.
inside. Mobley, back-to-back buckets.
To some of these early misses, but let's see what they do in the second half.
And I'll credit more Boston's defense. I just thought there were very few mistakes made on their closeouts, their rotations, and their communications, forcing most of those shots to be more difficult ones. Cleveland has to get their offense going here in the first 4 or 5 minutes of this quarter.
Mitchell the rebound. By the way, the Cavs had an 8-point lead in the opening minutes. Fell behind by as many as 21. Floater from Mitchell, can't get that to fall. Fight for the rebound, Mobley. Mobley had that hot start, and Mitchell draws a foul on Keita. And as we see,
our energy when we're out there, we're not playing with enough of either of those things. He said we got to do a much.
the Detroit Pistons, and Donovan Mitchell didn't play in that game.
Well, this has to be especially discouraging that first half because of how intense Kenny Atkinson was before the game and how much he was looking forward to this based on the first 2 meetings with the Celtics and just being a barometer for their team. So the energy wasn't there, the force wasn't there, and the Boston Celtics defense was. You add all that up, you've got a 20-point deficit.
Tatum. Boy, good spin move, can't finish. Keita had it, lost it. Mitchell saves it. Mobley will bring it up.
I think Donovan Mitchell is going. We've already seen him take a couple of shots. In these moments, I want to see your superstars be aggressive.
Mobley aggressive. Layup is good. And the foul.
He's able to get deep one-on-one and eventually gets to the rim.
That one goes up and through. They've even missed free throws. That foul, by the way, on Keita was his 3rd. Good pressure from Merrill. Wade, who's a good defender, is on Brown. Now Mobley picks him up. Derek White. Hauser. 5 to shoot. White's going to have to hoist one up. And Mobley catches. Excellent defense that time from the Cavs. Cavs are a good defensive team. They're 12th overall in the NBA in terms of ranking. Harden whips a pass to Dean Wade. Mitchell looks up at the shot clock. Drives on Tatum, goes in, couple of fakes, leans underneath, back up top. Wade just gets it off in time and knocks down the three. And celebration here in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's the first time they've had that sound go, that three-point sound. But look at how deep Donovan Mitchell got first. And then there was a kick out. And it was later in the clock, but they worked for the best shot possible.
They missed 16 threes in a row. Brown trying to create some space. Beautiful looking jumper from Jaylen Brown. Well, despite the huge disparity on that, Cavs only down by 15 now. Mitchell knocks that down. Back-to-back threes. It's amazing how quickly it can change when one goes down.
Yeah, and we said, look for Donovan Mitchell, look for Evan Mobley to be aggressive. This is not system basketball. We're down 20. We're going to try and do our best to play with a much more aggressive.
Brown fakes, Brown drives. Pulls up, again, creates some space. Brown, that is a patented move for him.
That's the great equalizer. Jaylen Brown able to get into those one-on-one spots. So difficult to run a double at him when he's operating one-on-one in the middle of the floor. It's twice now in a row he's gotten to his favorite spot on the floor.
The Cavs with a little more bounce to their step here to begin the third. Harden with a step back. He thought he got hit. He's hot and mad at Tony Brothers. Jaylen Brown comes the other way. Merrill trying to fight off Tatum down low. Gets inside, shot won't go. Batting it around. Tatum thought he got hit. Here comes Mitchell. White trying to stay in front. And a foul on White.
And we were talking about them coming out more shots they were shooting in the first half.
Harden short. By the way, the Cavs have 10 points already here in the third. They had 10 points the entire second quarter. Jaylen Brown, nice feed to Queta. Queta lays it up and in. Excellent dish from Jaylen Brown. That's his 5th assist.
And 3 consecutive times now he's been able to just operate one-on-one and break down the Cavs defense to create something good.
Merrill misses, but Mobley able to grab it. Lob inside to Merrill. Great pass from James Harden. Barely touched it. That's his 5th assist. Back to 14 here early in the third. Tatum lost it on the spin move. Crowd back into the game as well. Merrill floats it up top. Mitchell banks it home. Timeout Boston. He is the kind of man he is. And so many people throughout the league overjoyed with his return. But right now the Cavs have turned around what was an awful second quarter. Brown, meanwhile, draws the foul. He's come out aggressive. Celtics now 16 of 17 from the free throw line. Mitchell finds Mobley. Mobley, nobody near him, and hits another three. Mobley now with 20 points. Back to 12. Oh, Brown threw an elbow.
Gets up a little high.
Merrill. Mobley again. Queta doesn't come out. Mobley does not make him pay that time. Brown the rebound. By the way, that foul on Jaylen Brown was his 3rd. Brown aggressive, goes right into it. This time a blocking foul on Wade.
And that's the 3rd attempt that they've had on Jaylen Brown. Just hasn't been successful.
Ellis comes back in. Pritchard knocks down another shot. Pritchard off the bench now. 4 of 7 from the field. He's got 9. Harden kicks it out. Ellis. Tyson corner 3. Can't get it to fall. Well, they've hit some here in this third quarter, but still overall 5 for 29 from 3-point range. Brown trying to draw a foul, floats it up, gets his own rebound, kicks it back out to Pritchard. Up top, Hauser. Hauser well behind the arc, nails that one. Hauser way outside for his 3rd three.
The hard closeout forced him to find somebody. Great delivery, and Hauser ready to let it fly.
Mobley comes up just a bit short. Ball batted around, hit the bat.
Almost reestablish him on the block, reestablish him in the paint again.
Had success very early in the game. Had some success early in the third. Harden, nice move. Little shake and bake and banks it home. Schroeder now putting on the full court press. Pritchard's got that great handle. That's a fun matchup, those two. Talk about two feisty guards. Brown against Ellis. Pulls up, jumper's good. Jaylen Brown, smooth right there. 9 points already here in the third quarter. And 18 for the game. That shot short. Mobley, though, grabs the rebound. There's Mobley inside and fouled on the end. To get it is you rake the arm after the ball.
Now, if you get the ball first, all bets are off at that point in time.
All right. Brown, Tyson right with him. Help defense from Ellis. They get it out to Hauser, and Hauser another long distance three. Well, Hauser now 4 of 6 from three-point range. The lead is back to 20. Cavs had cut it to 12. Harden floater in and out. Shyman, good tough board right there. Shyman. Nails a three. How about that sequence? Terrific rebound. Comes down and knocks down a three. And this is now the largest lead of the game.
And what a response by the Celtics after that lead was cut to 10, basically sliced in half. Their offense once again.
One of these Celtics with the additional responsibility has made the most of it. And now a big part of the rotation. Pritchard, corner three. Shyman again keeps it alive. Gets him another possession. Hauser takes advantage. And again, he missed the previous 4 games with a groin injury. Misses a free throw. Does not seem to be bothered by that at all.
Well, and a lot of times you do things here and you're a little bit more preventative. You don't want something to linger. You don't want something to kind of carry over into the postseason. So you take an extra game here and there just to make sure that you're healthy.
Brown gets inside, fouled, and
now, regardless of what this final score is going to be, if you're the Cavs, the Boston Celtics are that team, the Knicks, the Detroit Pistons, but you want to keep pushing. You can still build confidence going into this final quarter as Merrill knocks down his first three-point shot. It doesn't have to just be, hey, we lost by 20, we're sitting on the bench in the fourth quarter. You can push this to 10, you can push this to 8. Give yourself something to build off of.
Merrill was 0 for 4 from 3. And gets him back within 15. Merrill now guarding Brown. Brown double, finds Garza. Garza floater's good. Another assist for Jaylen Brown. That's number 7. Again, averaging a career high. Points, assists, rebounds. Schroeder. And Mobley not expecting.
Natural score. I think he just overthought that read. He had an opportunity for himself.
Crowd desperate here for the Cavs to go on a run and try and get back into it. White double, kicks it out Garza. Jaylen Brown 4 to shoot, finds Garza again. Another floater, in and out. Rebound, Merrill. Good tough rebound in traffic from Merrill. Mitchell guarded by Brown. Gets inside, layup, shot no good, but a foul. And that's going to be 4 on Jaylen Brown. Mitchell's
at the rim. Instead, he throws that away.
Merrill, who's 7th in the NBA.
Get started. You know, even Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, especially Jason Tatum, when they first showed up, the winning percentage from that moment, because they showed up to very good teams. I think the most surprising stat of this game is the Cleveland Cavaliers only have 6 turnovers. They've forced Boston into 9, but only 6 turnovers, so it's really just your shooting percentage. You're not giving them those shots.
Yeah, typically a great offense like Cleveland, you go this deep into a game with 6 turnovers, you're putting up a much bigger number.
Shyman, another offensive rebound. The Celtics are trying to say it hit the rim.
You get a really definitive look at the replay.
Nice feed inside. Mobley with the flush and a timeout called. Pritchard, Shyman, and Brown in there right now. White comes up short. Rebound. Schroeder looks to push. Schroeder, Tyson, Merrill. Three-pointer won't go. Tyson grabs the rebound. Back out to Mitchell. Still over 9 minutes remaining. 5 of the 24. Mitchell against Brown. High arcing three. Got it. Donovan Mitchell knocks down another, and it's a 10-point game.
Well, you really hit a defender with something if you shake Jaylen Brown like that. Donovan Mitchell showed you everything he's got with his handle, ultimately getting that 3 to go.
James Harden set to check back in for the Cavs. Cada hands off to Brown, nearly stolen by Mitchell. Brown gets it back. 2 All-Stars getting after it. Pritchard Sidestep. Three-pointer. No, they wave it off. The crossover. Mobley to spin. The bucket short. Taps it out, but right to White. Cavs have been down by double figures since the opening minute of the second quarter. They've trailed by as many as 26. Brown jab step with Tyson, the good young defender. Brown goes right at him, whips a pass. Shireman corner three. It's good. Shireman once again hits a three-pointer, his fourth of the game. He's got 16 points.
Best pass we've seen today. Jaylen Brown, forced baseline. You look like you've got him contained for the first time this half. What a delivery with the left hand.
Harden, tough shot there. Celtics come the other way. Just over 4 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Jason Tatum set the check back in. Jaylen Brown against Mobley. Oh, nice hesitation move. Inside, Keita. Mitchell comes in and takes it away. They fight for the ball. And there's 1-10. Tries to tip it into the basket. And Tyson comes the other way. 13-point game, just under 7.5 remaining. Schroeder, pass inside, deflected off Ellis.
13-point lead. If it goes 17-18, that game's almost over. If you are the Cavs, these next 3-4 minutes, can you get it to 8? Can you get it to 5? Don't let them push it up to 18, 19 points again, because then the clock will be against you.
Wade gets the White miss. Schroeder pushing it up. Schroeder on the drive, gets inside. Beautiful move from Schroeder. Schroeder likes big moments. He likes being part of comebacks. A fearless competitor.
You better get back defensively and have every gap closed off against Schroeder with that level of quickness. He saw some daylight. It does not take him long to get to the rim from half court.
Tatum steps back, way short. Tyson the rebound. Cavs have some life. Harden. Behind the back, Tyson tries a three. Puts it in. Tyson from downtown. It's an 8-point game. It's the closest they've been since the opening minutes of the second quarter.
And Jaylen Brown has controlled the Celtics offense the entire half, but now he's out. They've gone to Tatum here at the beginning, but he had a long rest on that bench.
Keita to White. Derek White gets into the paint. Back up top. Pritchard way outside. That's good. Peyton Pritchard with an answer. His second three-pointer. Right back up to 11. Wade to Schroeder. Schroeder goes right at Keita, trying to draw a foul. James Harden gets in the paint, finds Wade. Wade with the left hand, lays it up and in. By the way, they were as close as 8 moments ago, and now it's a 9-point advantage for Boston. Tatum back in the game. Brown right now on the bench. Keita finds Tatum. Tatum makes his move, gets inside, kicks it out. Hauser, step back, sidestep, three-pointer, in and out. That one halfway down. Tatum the rebound, back up, shot won't go, but a foul.
So you saw Keita really created a lot of that with his pressure.
His second game back. Goes 1 of 2 from the line, and it's back to 10. 5:15 remaining. Donovan Mitchell. Pritchard in pursuit. Mitchell floats it up. Shot's good. Beautiful shot from Mitchell. Back to 8. He's got 30. Mitchell now picks up Pritchard. Good ball denial from Mitchell. Tatum can't get it. Pritchard against Tyson. Peyton Pritchard the spin. Falling away. Puts it up. It's good. Peyton Pritchard with a big bucket once again.
A really difficult shot to come out of that spin, and Tyson had the size advantage, but Pritchard's so quick and crafty in getting that space.
Wade fakes and drives on Keita. Brings it back up top. Nearly stolen by White. 7 on the 24. 2 to shoot. Harden to Wade. Does not get it off in time. Excellent defense once again from the Celtics. 19 hit 2 big buckets here in the fourth to keep the Cavaliers at a distance. Right now a 10-point distance with 4 to play. Jaylen Brown back in the game. Up top, Pritchard. Guarded by Harden. Pritchard again. Shake and bake. Falling away. It's up. It's good. Peyton Pritchard putting on a show here in the fourth quarter, and it's back to a dozen.
It don't matter who it is. Just get the ball to Peyton Pritchard. That's 39 points off the bench to 13 for the Cavs. How fortunate are you that you can send him to the bench and he can still give you that level of production?
Cater the rebound off the Mitchell miss. 3.5 remaining. Tatum crossover drive inside, layup, banks it home. Back-to-back big buckets right now for the Celtics, and they're back up by 14. Approaching 3 minutes left. Merrill goes down. 5 on the 24. Tyson cross court. Harden, good open look for 3. Got it.
Have a chance here in this last 250. You've got to string together 3 or 4 stops.
And Merrill, Kitson didn't like it. Mitchell on Tatum. Good ball denial from Tyson. Jaylen Brown wanted it, couldn't get it. Tatum launches a 3. That's off the mark. Rebound tipped. Merrill comes out of the pack. Harden throws it ahead. Oh, and he throws it down. What a pass from Harden. And Mobley with the finish. Precision passing from James Harden. Back to 9.
I thought that was going in the 3rd row when he let that pass go.
Pritchard double team. Mobley all over him. Gets it out to Queta. Queta kicks it out. Tatum. Tatum hits the 3. Jason Tatum, a big bucket there, and it's back up to 12.
That's a huge shot sideline. Stayed strong and was able to get the ball to the other side.
Harden fouled as Brown leaned in. And Harden's going to take 3 free throws.
LeBron James, I've seen them all. I have not seen many passes from that deep on the money perfect.
You're down to 151 remaining. Every time Cavs look like they're going to get it closer, the Celtics with some big buckets today. Harden at the line. Makes it a 9-point game. Pritchard pounded by Tyson. Queta trying to set a screen. Now goes away. Brown one-on-one with Harden. Gets inside. Feed inside. Deflected by Harden. Out of bounds. Last touch by Queta. And the Cavs get it back with 1.5 minutes to play.
Higher team. Where the shots do we want? What plays do we want players in?
Mitchell. Tyson back up top. Harden. Harden gets into the paint. Drives down. Throws it back up top to Tyson. Tyson on the bounce. Kicks it back. Harden. Corner 3. And the rebound goes to Queta. Coming up on 1 minute remaining. Cavs starting to run out of time. And Pritchard and the Celtics wisely slow it down. Pritchard against Harden. Back out Brown. 4 to shoot. Brown fakes. Brown drives. Pulls back. Jump shot. Won't go. Rebound Mitchell. 45 seconds remaining. Mitchell way outside the 3. Can't get it to fall. Brown the rebound. And a foul on Merrill. And that just may do